Picture the American West as you've never seen it. No horses cresting the dunes, no wagons groaning under wooden wheels. Instead, dark silhouettes with humps rise against the Mojave sunset, their padded feet leaving alien footprints in American sand. This is not fantasy. This is not folklore. In 1856, the United States Army imported camels from the Middle East to conquer the deserts of the West, and for a brief, surreal moment, they worked. This is the true story of the great American camel experiment, one of the strangest, boldest, and most forgotten chapters in U.S. history. The experiment America didn't expect. By the mid-19th century, America was expanding faster than its logistics could follow. The lands west of Texas, what soldiers called the Great American Desert, were killing men, horses, and mules alike. Water was scarce. Roads were non-existent. Supply lines collapsed under heat and distance. Jefferson Davis, then Secretary of War, proposed something radical. If camels could cross the Sahara, why not the Southwest? Congress laughed, then funded it. In 1855, Major Henry C. Wayne sailed to the Ottoman Empire. He returned months later aboard the USS Supply, carrying 33 camels and several experienced handlers from the Middle East, including a Syrian Greek camel driver named Haji Ali, later known to Americans as Hi Jolly. When the ship docked in Texas, the reaction was disbelief. Soldiers stared at the animals as if demons had crawled out of the old world. Horses panicked at their scent. Civilians gathered to gawk. America had never seen anything like them. The Pecos Trial. The true test came in West Texas. The expedition crossed brutal terrain near the Pecos River, land so dry that even cacti struggled to survive. Horses collapsed, mules died under their loads, men rationed water to mouthfuls. Camels did not slow. They carried twice the weight of mules. They walked days without water. They navigated sharp volcanic rock with ease. When lost, they detected hidden water sources from miles away. Soldiers who mocked them now depended on them. Army reports documented what eyewitnesses couldn't ignore. Camels were outperforming every known pack animal in the American desert. Beals Road and the Mojave Crossing. In 1857, the camels were handed to Lieutenant Edward Fitzgerald, Beal tasked with surveying a wagon road from New Mexico to California. The Mojave Desert became the experiment's proving ground. Camels hauled massive loads across terrain where wagons broke and animals died. They swam rivers, climbed mountains, and survived winter cold by growing thick coats of fur. Beal himself praised them in official journals, calling them indispensable. By the time the caravan reached California, the verdict was clear. The experiment had succeeded. Then America turned on itself. Civil War ended everything. Jefferson Davis became president of the Confederacy, and his Camel project became politically untouchable. Funding vanished. Officers were reassigned. The camels, valuable, proven, and misunderstood, were abandoned. Some were sold to circuses. Some hauled salt in Nevada mines. Many were simply released into the wild. The desert reclaimed them. The Red Goat. By the 1880s, Arizona settlers began reporting something impossible. A massive red-haired beast galloping faster than horses, fences crushed, livestock trampled, and worst of all, a human skeleton strapped to its back, rattling as it ran. They called it the Red Goat. The truth was horrifying, but real. A former Army camel, once used as a pack animal, had wandered for years with the remains of a man who likely tied himself to it in desperation during a desert crossing. The camel survived. The man did not. When the creature was finally killed in 1893, it was confirmed to be a camel, one of the last living relics of the experiment. Hi Jolly, the last witness. While the camel faded into legend, Hi Jolly stayed. He became an American citizen. He prospected, guided expeditions, and lived quietly in Arizona. When he died in 1902, the people of Quartzsite honored him with a pyramid monument topped with a bronze camel, an acknowledgement that America's West had been shaped not by spotted herds in Arizona, a captured camel in Mexico, still bearing a U.S. Army brand. Officially, the last sighting occurred in 1941. Unofficially, the desert keeps its own records. Fact versus fiction for the skeptical reader. Historically true, the U.S. Army Camel Corps existed 1856 to 1866. Camels were imported from the Ottoman Empire. High John was a real person. Camels crossed Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California. Many camels were released or sold after the Civil War. Some dialogue in sensory description consolidates hardest going matter to a U.S. audience. This isn't just a strange footnote. It shows the myth that Americans can yoke America failed because history changed faster than innovation. And for a moment, just a moment, the future of the West walked on padded feet and